PLO Day 2. We're wearing the Godfather of Poker shirt in honor of Mr. Doyle Brunson. Want me to fold that? What are you saying? What's wrong with you? Double suited, bro. And before you all go, oh, you don't know how to play PLO, we're going to put a little math on the table. Deuce 4, 5, 9, Daniel. That's PLO. I just get to dominate in the PLO. Well, I'm good at it. We'll see. We'll see, okay? We shall see.
We ready. Who ready? We ready. Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? Who? We ready. Who ready? We ready. Been ready. I waited. My turn. On God.
All right, good morning, peeps. We're out here on the balcony. It's actually a little earlier, and I really got nothing on me. It's pretty annoying. I almost want to change rims because I got to go fall off the thing. We're not going to do that. Anyway, got here. I got to open the WSOP Plus app, and it shows us with the 11th biggest stack out of whatever left. And if you want to follow along, you should definitely download the WSOP Plus app. It's pretty awesome. It allows you to just like reg online, go to your table, no tickets, no nothing. The future is here. All right. So, other important thing I want to discuss today, and this is very, very special to me and wifey Amanda, but we are dropping every Tuesday the Mania podcast. So you'll be watching this on Tuesday. You'll also have a chance to watch the Mania podcast. And I will say this, I have had several poker players come up and tell me that they love the pod, but most importantly that their wives love the podcast, the Mania pod. So the Mania podcast, that is not poker. We don't talk about poker. Sometimes it comes up because we talk about our relationship, Amanda and I. So for those of you that don't know, by this point, Amanda is bipolar, and we talk a lot about that. We talk about, her mental state, but we really just sort of run the gamut. Like the one that you're going to see today, we really kind of focus on the Menendez trial. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, I will say this, genuinely speaking, if you love the vlogs, I appreciate it, but we'd really love to build this podcast into something special. First of all, great for a relationship. And for those of you that maybe are dealing with any sort of mental illness stuff or have friends that are, please recommend it. I think you will like it. You could start with, if you don't want to start with the Menendez one, start with the very first one. We sort of talk about how we met, the whole deal. You can find it here on the YouTube channel. You can listen to it on Spotify, on Apple, whatever, wherever you get your podcasts. But again, the dogs are in it too. The dogs hang with us. So we're really happy with the receipt, how we're receiving it. It's obviously, like I said, not a poker podcast. It's mainstream. We plan to get some guests at some point too, pretty soon. And we have some really cool guests lined up. And, it'll be me and Amanda doing our thing. But we've always had great chemistry on camera together. And so we thought about doing this like many, many years ago. And we finally put it together. And we're just going to crank them out. Number one, we mostly create content that we enjoy. And hopefully you guys too. And like I said, I had several of the poker players say, dude, my wife watches it instantly. It's not just for girls. I'm just saying. It's like if you're not into poker, and you're into podcasts, please check out the Mania podcast. All right? We're going to have breakfast here, get a coffee going. Day 2 of the PLO. Looks like a couple good players up top right now with Jason Mercier and Jared Blesnick. He's a good player. No joke. Jared has a lot of goofy this and that, but he knows what he's doing. Very, very good PLO player. Okay. So, yeah. How am I going to get sun? I have to go downstairs? Stupid. Too early. All right. We'll figure it out.
Coming up on the Mania podcast.
We're going to go a lot of different ways.
Yes.
Right?
This
show isn't just going to be all about us annoying each other.
Oh my gosh, you're obsessed with gangbangs.
Well, whatever.
Of course.
What good is the money if you can't enjoy it later in life because you're physically out of shape? Like, quality time is whatever it is. You're not living your life.
Listen, we've traveled a ton in our life.
Yeah.
I want to be home. They always say like crack kills.
Yeah.
Well, why is that same kid always on the corner for years? He's never gone. Yeah. Think about that.
If I'd like to give somebody advice, first of all, I asked their permission. Some part of my brain thought, it's the Christmas tree. Ugh. Oh, that scene was like, honestly, I'll say this, the show, one of the best jobs of acting of any show I've ever seen, falling in love or becoming married to serial killers or people in jail.
Yeah.
What's that about?
There's a fetish.
Like, I sort of give them a what's with you and farting? He's passed out.
Holy shit.
It's you. She say this, whoever melted dealt it, okay?
It's never true.
Almost forgot. This is apparently important. I don't know anything about algorithms and all this shit, but apparently if you listen to the podcast on Spotify or Apple if you leave a comment and a nice review for us on the Mania podcast, you'll be my new best friend. Okay? So do that. Let us know. And thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it. Okay, I'm ready to play. Let's do a little walk-in video, talk a little strategy. PLO day 2, coming in with pretty close to average stack. We're wearing the Godfather of Poker shirt in honor of Mr. Dole Brunson, R.I.P. If you want this shirt, if you want some of my underwears, you want some cool Rocky, Karate Kid, all the things, check out Contenders Clothing. There's a sale going on right now. Good idea for Christmas, you know, Christmas buys for the fam. Kid Poker 20, use that one. Okay, so strategically, I imagine, you know, tables will move, like it's not guaranteed, but as of right now, on my direct left is Andrew Pantling, who we played with yesterday. And he has about the same stack as I do. And that is not ideal under any circumstance. He is a, what we call splashy player, right? Plays a lot of hands. And when you play PLO, position is paramount. You really want to have position in pots. And when you're going to have a guy behind you all the time, who's going to play a lot. And also, I don't know that he wasn't necessarily 3-betting a lot, but he was raising limps. Like if a couple people limped, he was just almost like auto raising button. It was crazy. So what does that mean? Well, it means 2 things. First and foremost, it means we have to tighten up our ranges. For now, we'll see. Because again, position. Secondarily, we have to think about choice in terms of raise size limps. So we're gonna have some limps with some hands that don't really want to call a 3-bet, and hands that I don't mind limp calling with him against him. What's up, guys? What's up, champ?
Take it down, buddy.
All right, bud. Cheers. So yeah, what was I saying? So yeah, some limps. So I think I don't really love this. I think strategically what you want to do is make another adjustment. I'm usually coming in for about 2.5, but with the situation being where it is, I think the play is to split to min raise. So we got limps, min raise, and full pot. Okay. From the button, I'll definitely be doing full pot. I have position there. But outside of that, we'll see. Again, I much prefer the 2.5s, but this specific spot with him behind me may make more sense to do the mins. Yeah, or the pots. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Probably end up just doing 2.5s because I like 2.5s. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, we shall see. All right, Chidwick's all in. I'm gonna call. Hope he doesn't have clubs. He does not. So we got 3 queens against aces. Doing a nice spot there. We gambled a little bit because look at that pretty hand, right? You want me to fold that? Want me to fold that? What are you saying? What's wrong with you? Double suited, bro.
I had queen jack 9-8. So
I didn't want you in because I thought you might be. I really wanted you out because it really hurts my hand. I felt like you playing, but it didn't matter because I had 3 queens, which is awesome. I think that was awesome.
Yeah.
Did you like that? That was cool. I had 3 queens. He had aces. So the top set on the board, right? We put it all in. I mean, I got top set. Where am I going?
did you win?
I did win. Surprise? Are you shocked? All right.
Okay.
Okay, where he's all in. I'm gonna. Well, I'm all in. I don't know who's got more, but I have. I hope you just have aces. What do you have? A 10? I got 9s and a flush draw and little itty bitty ones.
That's a great hand, man.
Hey, double suited.
Yeah.
Just like you. Oh, that's bad, man. Gonna need a heart. Nope. All right. Do I have you covered? Maybe. Oh no, you have big ones. 960. I think that's gonna be it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so 300
Oh.
and
960. 960 total before the
Oh, okay.
385.
385? 375. I'm still in. Okay. All right, let's talk about that last hand. And before you all go, oh, you don't know how to play PLO, we're going to put a little math on the table so you can see for yourself. We're going to find a little corner over here. Okay, so you see the hand he had? Very pretty. Ace, king, queen, 10, double suited. versus deuce 4-5-9 double suited. What the hell, man? That's terrible. Oh, Daniel. So my hand against his, okay? He's got that big premium. You know what it is pre-flop? 55-45, and I'm getting 2-1, right? So when you open, he pots it, you're getting 2-1 odds, and it's 50-50 with my hand, double suited. Okay, call. Now on the flop, pair and a flush draw, guess who's the favorite? Me, 56% on the flop. Turn card was brutal for me, the 10, but, you know, you're gonna look at I was on the button, so I raised the button. And when I raise the button there with a double suited hand in position, I'm not gonna fold, even if it's shitty like that. Because especially with the stack to pot ratio, where it's just like 1 or even less. Yeah, it's like less than 1. It's like easy game. We whiff, we just move on to the next one. We flop that, or pair, pretty much any pair, we go with it. That's PLO. A lot of you guys that play no limit hold'em and don't play PLO much might not understand, you know, that hand at all. And even some, well, yeah, but it's, look at the math, right? Yeah. So now we're back to work. We got 6 big blinds, but it's not like we're dead because it's PLO. And now we just got to wait for a good spot, double, get back into it, keep on chugging. I don't know. There's like 20 something left. It's going to pay 13. But yeah, I sort of had like a few hands in a row, just some icky spots. It just didn't go my way. Missed some hands and had some big flops that like the turn was the worst turn, like on an 8-4-3. Turn was a 3, like in a spot where almost every turn card I'm going with, except that one against obvious aces. But yeah, you know, we're gonna give it the good old college try. But I can't wait to read how everyone thinks how bad that is, because you're gonna see that those cards are terrible. Deuce 4-5-9, Daniel, you lost because you shouldn't have played when you were ahead. You know what I mean? Anyway, okay, back to work. All right, I'm in the big blind. I only had 2 big blinds. He put it in, I put it in. I have a shot. We have a 5 we can hit. 30K I got, all in.
I was bluffing.
You were bluffing? Yeah. What? Jack high is the nuts. You have Jack 9 high? Of course.
I mean, I was value betting.
Yeah, you're value betting. Oh, what the hell is that? That'd be sick if you went Jack 8. 7. Flush. That's good too. Now you don't even need that. Just Jack 10 high. Wow. Okay. Well, that's the big hand I went broke with. What are you gonna do? All right. Well, we busted. That's another one which is like a really bad hand, but everyone folds to him in the small. He raises. I have 60 in the big blind ante, 60 in the big blind. That's 120 with 150 back. So I have to call 120. Obviously, the 30's going in almost always. Pretty much have to call with any 4 cards, unless they're trips. Then maybe you could fold, but you can't fold that. So didn't win the pot. And now we got I guess we got the dealer's choice mix, which they fixed because people were complaining. It was like, we made it 10 games so that maybe more people will play rather than the 21 game version. They started at 21. We fixed it. It's back to 10. I'm gonna go see what the situation is over there. Take a look and see where the blinds are, blah, 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 blah. But I'm not gonna take a long break. I'm ready to play. That was unfortunate. But yeah, I'm never like, no, yeah. Okay, on to the next one. All right, no break. We're in action. Here we go. I asked him what his worst game is. He will not tell me, so I'm gonna have to figure it out on my own. Philip, I know we're calling. This guy. I don't even. I love dealer's choice because I have no idea what I'm gonna call right now. There's no pot limit hold'em in here. But if I played you heads up, I would call pot limit hold'em.
There you go.
Again. Okay, back to square one. Okay, so the test right now is, can we play a 500K, lose that bullet, play a 100K, lose that bullet, and then play a 25K, where if you win it, you won't even get back the 100K bullet or whatever. Can we do that? Can we grind and whatever? We can with help. The best hands. Ce faci?
Bine, Daniel!
Bună la toți! Aoleu. Ești în TV acum.
Da, la TV.
Sunt sigur. Vorbești românește.
You actually speak this language?
Sunt sigur că da. Ce crezi? Că sunt tâmpit? Romanian.
I was gonna guess Romanian.
Yeah,
Wow.
very good. Okay, so we're
I
gonna
really was gonna guess.
get a massage and then run to the room in 50 minutes.
So much of languages.
I do.
He actually speaks Romanian.
I do. All right, so you want to do a photo? Let's do a photo. Okay. I'm just vlogging, but it's fine. You're okay. You didn't know. It's all good. Yeah, it's fine.
watch every
It's fine.
time.
Appreciate it, bud. Okay, so we got 210,000. We're going to dinner break. Now, this is when we run, right? run, whatever. Here's what happened. Why am I going this way? I'm lost. Okay. Where am I going? I'm going this way. Okay. So we're not running today. Why are we not running? We're supposed to run every day. Because I don't know if this was the shoes or just didn't stretch them, but from the run last night, my shins on the walk today were like, owie, my shins. So that's actually the thing that I used to have about 5-6 years ago when I played soccer. My shins would always swell or whatever. So no run. We're gonna walk it back. I might do some ramen, some of that protein ramen, emi, whatever. And that shouldn't take too long. Now that I know, thank you for those that in the comments that remind me how dumb I am. I was boiling the water. I forgot to close the top. You know, dummy. So this time we're gonna do that. So what do I say? I have 210,000. What game am I calling? It's 10 game. It's gonna be PLO. I mean, I just get to dominate in the PLO because, well, I'm good at it, despite what you think after that deuce 4-5-9. So I've been winning most of my chips in PLO. Just hand reading, post flop, playing lots of pots. If I get the deuce 4-5-9 double suited, I will play it again. And yibbity yabbity. That's it. Yeah. Ramen. What else do I need? I don't know. Feels like I'm eating the same thing pretty much every night. But we'll try to mix it up here and there. All right, playing some triple draw. And I got a question for this gentleman. Mr. Ari Engel, how does a minor leaguer like yourself spend that time? And what is the process for you getting called up to the majors?
I put out a tweet saying, does any rich person want to put me in or buy a big percentage in the tournament? And somehow a rich person said yes.
Really? And are you nervous or you're not because you have like small...
Yeah.
You don't care. So that's why you keep calling No Limit Hold'em because fuck me, right?
Well, I got like some weak players on
mine. You're right. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, buddy. Okay. He's calling No Limit Hold'em. The disrespect. That's okay. That's okay. You do you, son.
Yeah.
All right. Fun question for the. I was just curious, but like this is a tough table. We got Ari, we got Sean, we got Philip, we got Dan. So the question I asked, including myself, is which one of these gentlemen, because we've had a couple mark cards, which one of these gentlemen is most likely to mark cards and cheat? This gentleman. Tell us in the comments down below.
I picked you, Daniel.
He picked Sean. Picked
Only because
me.
you played so much live poker. You're the oldest. You know.
You feel like I know how to do it?
Yeah, I think you've probably been learned the most about cheating. I thought.
You seem to like know rules better than most people.
I know rules,
but you don't break them.
I can't.
But I don't break them either. Nobody here is a good pick, huh?
Were you ever dealer in your early poker?
Never dealt. Minor leaguer. I'm going minor leaguer, right? It's worth more to the minor leaguer. Minor leaguer, it's you, buddy. Oh, shady.
Damn it.
All right, we are on break. 2 hours left. We got 235,000, I think, from 150, which is nice. And because I've been calling PLO a lot, I'm just gonna always call PLO. Two reasons. Number one, you're trying to get some chips, which kind of relates back to the other earlier, the deuce 4-5-9 thing. Is when you play a PLO tournament, the worst case scenario is you show up, you're like around the bubble as a short stack. You do not want that. You want to have chips. One way to get chips is to take, great. Those are the kind of spots you dream of, is having a double suited hand in position and get 3-bet by, a hand that you have a pretty good idea where it's at. Anyway, enough about that one. Let's talk about this PLO spot. We're playing 4-handed at this point, just 4 for some reason. It's a 6-handed tournament, but we had 2 seats open. The big blind is 2,500 and a 25 big blind. Any 1K is a small blind. Sean Deeb opens for 5,500 from the cutoff. Philip, from Sternheim, he makes it 19 from the small blind. He's got about 100, I think, a little over 100. Sean has more. And I'm in the big blind, and I have King, Jack 9 with King 9 of clubs. Now, if this is 8-handed, I'm going to give that small blind 3-bet aces a lot, and I'll probably just fold, especially with a player behind me. But we're 4-handed, Philip's certainly capable of having some sort of ace-king, jack 9 hand, or ace-king, queen, or even queens with an ace, and there's like, he's not like not going to 3-bet those hands. So instead of 4-betting it, see what Sean does, right? So I flat, if Sean pots it, he pots, then I have to get out of the way. I call, Sean calls. Now the flop is queen, jack 3 with 2 hearts. It's not a great flop for me. I mean, I have kings. I have king blockers for stuff, but I have no hearts. Philip checks, which I expect him to do a decent amount after getting called in 2 spots on a wet board like that. I check. Sean deep checks. Okay. Now the turn is the 10 of diamonds. So I make the king eye straight. Now Philip leads for 35,000, and he's got about 70 behind. I think for a while. I'm like, it doesn't look like, I mean, I block ace king, right? Because I have 2 of the kings. I have king 9. I don't love it, but there are hearts there. There's potentially like sets behind me with Sean Deeb and whatnot, and some, other flush draws. So I elect to make it 85,000, and Sean goes in the tank, right? Ultimately, Sean folds, Philip folds. Sean had the same hand. Sean also had kings with a 9, so he had the straight. But because I took the initiative and raised on the turn, that allowed me to win the pot. If I just call there, Sean calls behind, we probably just chop it. But again, the reason being is, Sean can have some 2-pair and trip hands there too. I want to push him out. And Philip can still have like ace-ace with hearts. So I want to charge those hands. Probably should have just put him in. But I kind of was like, I almost was going to, I was going to fold if someone re-raised me. Like, I'm done. I have no outs. If someone re-raised, they have ace-king. So that's it. But all right, we got 2 hours left to play. I'm going to PLO it to the end. PLO to the end. All right, people, day done. 224. Did I lose my 500 raise? Okay, 224,000. Bought average, yada yada, blah blah blah. Did a vlog, all the things. This guy fucking blah blah. The last hand took 10 minutes, 5-minute tank, 5-minute tank, but it's okay. You're allowed. It's late at night. Okay, so we did a vlog. We are gonna try to. It's not gonna pay very much. I was hoping we get 40 for this one. And I think we'll probably be close. It's 29 right now. Phil Hellmuth's in town. I'm sure opportunity to bracelet. He's the best Raz player in the world. Have you never heard him say that? Yeah.
I think not just Raz.
Not the best PLO player. And I may be calling PLO if he sits. But anyway, so yeah, we played PLO today, all day, and some other stuff. And yada yada. Exactly. We're at the end, we're at the close. Okay. Another day in the books, people. Yada yada. Blada blada. Good night.